Hi, my name's Phil. I like talking about politics, and in this video I like to discuss the latest on the way Elon Musk is not just tanking Trump's approval ratings, which will be interesting if it continues to be the biggest drag on MAGA popularity, but earning enemies in Europe and Canada alike, which could massively weaken his own business interests. But first, for daily political commentary, please hit the subscribe button to stay notified. So we're in danger, actually, of getting into a bit of a habit of the 2-minute hate of Elon Musk here, aren't we? But he really is a terrible social operator. Trump tries to appeal to certain groups of people that he thinks can be useful to him. He doesn't care about them, but he understands their importance. Musk actively pisses off those who are important to him. His major business interests are actually appealing to a lot of progressive people, and actively unappealing to the MAGA crowd and people aligned with that. Tesla, obvious example, electric cars. Trump and people like him attack the concept of electric cars at every given opportunity, attack the idea, hate them, wish they didn't exist. Trump's still doing that now. And Musk has sided with these people, which has set him against his own customers. I talked recently about how Tesla sales in some important European markets have tanked, and this week, I don't know who did it. It was like a led by donkey style stunt, I would describe it. It wasn't them, but it's the sort of thing they might have done. A poster in mockery of an advert of the new Tesla, describing it as the swastika, able to go from 0 to 1939 in 3 seconds. An attempt to get British consumers to think about the situation, and if they're in the market for a new electric car soon, maybe they could consider a Skoda or Kia instead. You know, when I talked about how Tesla sales have crashed in the likes of France and Germany, they only dropped a little bit in the UK. That could genuinely be accounted for by anticipation of the new model. Basically, Britain needs to get with the programme. Musk is already pretty unpopular with the general public here. And let's be honest, his political fans, the political fans he does have in this country, they're not exactly driving around in a Tesla, are they? So perhaps the problem we have is not enough people associating Tesla with Musk. This campaign presumably aims to correct that. We'll see how it goes in the long term, but Tesla shares not looking very rosy right now, are they? Of course, Tesla is not the only business he's wrecking. He's also cost his Starlink company a bit of business. Elon Musk, as he does, was insulting various people on Twitter. Seems to be his main pastime these days. One of them was Mexican billionaire Carlos Slim. Now, he had a $22 billion contract with Starlink. Not anymore. Slim's now investing the money in China and Europe. So well done, Space Karen. Now go and tell Trump how, with a series of tweets, because that's all it was based on. It's not a business decision. It was because of Musk's behaviour on Twitter. That was it. A personal attack. Go and tell Trump that you have persuaded a billionaire to stop investing in America and send the money to the EU and China instead. That should be an interesting conversation. And this is just the damage Musk is doing due to his extracurricular stuff. This has got nothing to do with like MAGA or his MAGA supporting activities. The crash in Tesla sales in Europe has been largely powered by his support for the AfD in Germany. That didn't help Trump or the MAGA project. The loss of the Starlink investment was down to more taunting on Twitter that, again, had nothing to do with MAGA support. These aren't examples of necessary costs in the war to ruin America. They were examples of the collateral damage caused by a drugged up man-child who thinks he's in an insanely powerful position to act without consequences. But there are always consequences. Like, he's the richest man in the world. He was the richest man in the world before he embarked on this path. He then decided to go down a route which undermines his own business interests. For what? The chance to become the first trillionaire? How would that actually materially change his life? He already has enough wealth to live like the king of kings. More wealth than most countries. I mean, you know, we look at billionaires like Richard Branson. You think he's worth a couple of billion. And that's wealth beyond the level we can imagine. Yeah, Richard Branson is a pauper in comparison to Musk. What do you mean you've really got 2 billion? Go and talk to those other people. Go away from me, you smell. Musk is destroying his reputation and risking his entire business empire for a shot at a level of wealth that won't make his life any better if he succeeds. I can't think on that level. And yet it is also very high stakes. Trump and MAGA are chaos incarnate. They can turn on him in an instant if it suits them. He may indeed be rich beyond even his own fevered dreams if he gets what he wants, but he could end up being completely ruined. If Trump kicks off a trade war with Canada, it's on hold at the moment, but if that kicks off, that could be a disaster for Musk. If Trump's wider trade wars push Canada, the EU and China close together, and I'll be talking about that in a separate video, that's a calamity for Musk. How is he going to compensate for the loss of trade in these major markets? Oh, getting Americans to buy more of his stuff. He's in the process of making them all poorer. How are they going to do that? Right now, it's like Trump and Musk are in a battle for the mantle of like most destructive businessmen. And it's a tight contest. But there we are. Those are my thoughts. Let me know yours in the comments below. If you've enjoyed the video, please click the like button and subscribe for further content. If you'd like to support the channel further, you can click the join button for memberships. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'll see you later.